Today we are going to work on some paint protection film on the BMW. We are going to do it on the, I guess that would be the B Pillar area, where it's there's a combination in this area here on the BMWs that have that shadow line trim. I had some on there, but I think it was their 3M's base type PPF. It's kind of crappy. But the reason I like to do that on these things is, I don't know if you can catch it in there, right in this area here. Let's see if I can get it. Getting a pretty good reflection. Maybe like that. Can you see that right there? There you go. Now you can see it. People like to use that to close the door, and it gets pretty marred up pretty fast. So I've had PPF on it for the past year, and I just pulled it off the other day. Because it kind of had a weird reaction in the high heat in the sun, and it kind of fogged up on me. So I'm going to go through the process of doing that. I made some templates. I'm going to clean it off with some Adams waterless wash air, and then I'm going to clean it off with some alcohol, and then we'll cut the templates. Don't mind my garage; it's kind of messy. I've been doing a lot of little side projects, but this right here, I made these templates from last time. I just basically used like a piece of, I guess it's computer paper, and I kind of folded them up, kind of matched the outline. It's the same on both sides, so I can mirror this and put it over there and use it for the same template. But I'll take this and I'll use it on this board right here. I bought some online. This is the high-end 3M stuff. I think it's Preferred or Professional or something like that. I'll put a link to where I bought it from. It's on Amazon. It was like $40 for this roll. It's like this is a 6" by 60 roll. I'm gonna trim it out here, lay it out, and trim it out, and then apply it. So and I know it's kind of hard to see. I was trying to figure out a way to do some lighting in here, but I just can't do it. So just using a little GoPro. I'm just gonna spray this on here really good. Do single stroke motions. That, flip it, wipe again. And that makes sure that you don't take any of the dirt that potentially was on there and scratch it as you're removing it. I'm setting this on a sunroof, so it's not a big deal. And I'm going to flip it and use the inside, kind of polish off the area right here. Just get some of the extra residue off of there. That's it. Now I've already polished this in the past. It's like I said, since I've had PPF on here, it still looks really good. Actually looks really good. So, use that one with my clean towel, my IPA. I'm going to saturate with some IPA. Get any residual grease off. I'm using a waffle towel for glass. Now before I apply it, I'll probably go through it again. I just want to check it out. So we got a little bit of marking in there. It's not bad. This car is 4.5 years old, so it's probably from this past week, or maybe from before. I don't remember. I polished it about 1.5 years ago. So, but I don't really see any scratches in there. There's a couple here and there, but those might be new. But so I'll trim out the PPF and put it on there. That should resolve any potential issues, and hopefully this one lasts longer than the last one. So what I usually do is I'll take my a roll here, and I'll pull out what I need. It looks like I might get 2 of them for that length, I think. So I'm going to stick it to this corner right here. Rolled off. I'll mark it right here real quick. Okay. I'm going to take a razor blade, a brand new razor blade, a nice straight edge. square it off just to make sure I don't have any waste. I'll trim this. Okay. This stuff's a lot thicker than the other stuff. There we go. So, use this for another project. It's pretty nice buying it in bulk. I'm going to pull this tape off of here and reuse it without ruining the PPF. This is kind of this is the surface here. So that looks pretty good. I'm going to switch over to a first-person view, and I think it'd be easier that way to kind of capture exactly what I'm doing. I'm not a professional at this. It's just something I kind of picked up and for little teeny, little small projects. It seems to work pretty good. I've done it on a couple different things so far, including the black forks of my motorcycle. It seems to work pretty good, and it's actually fairly easy. If you've ever done window tinting, it's very, very similar. So I've created two patterns in here. So this is for the, I guess, the rear door of the B Pillar, and this one over here is for the front door. So I've traced them out of my film here. So this is the actual reverse side that gets peeled off. This is the A side that you'll see on the vehicle. So you'd want to draw on this side so it doesn't transfer through if you use a marker or something, which is what I did. I used this little Sharpie. And then you grab some really sharp craft scissors. These are my wife's, and I kind of snagged them. They've been working out pretty good, so, but you need something really sharp, otherwise it kind of folds over on you. So, and I just go trim it out. You're basically just making a big vinyl sticker. So, and obviously it's transparent, so if the edges are a little bit crooked, it's not, not the end of the world or anything. But what we'll end up doing is all the corners will end up making a radius, so we don't have an area that's kind of grabby where it can get snagged on something and peel up. So we'll trim those after I get this all cut out. Now you could use the straight edge and the razor blade. I just found this a little easier, I think. I don't know if it's less of a mistake or capability of making a mistake when you're cutting it, but I just found this easier, and just as straight anyway. So that's one. So this isn't a very long job. It won't take very long. I'd be surprised if doing both sides of the vehicle took you an hour. So for a peace of mind of something you don't even have to worry about. No more that hey, don't use your hands on the B Pillar. Keep your hands off the black part. Use the door handle. I went through that for a few months, and I was concerned that if I kept polishing out the scratches from people's hands on especially when it's dirty, that I would eventually polish through, and I didn't want that to happen. I even thought about using C-quartz on it, but I don't think that'll, on a vehicle that my wife drives every single day, and passengers get in and out, and other people don't tend to care as much about your stuff as you do. So this just gives me peace of mind. I don't have to worry about it anymore. But like I said, I went to wash it when we got back from our trip, and it kind of fogged over for some reason, like it was overheated and kind of got soft. So I don't know exactly what happened. These pieces are scrap, so you can just throw them away. But there you go. I'm gonna trim the edges. I'm just gonna put a small radius on the edge. scissors. Sounds like my neighbor is pressure washing his house or something, I can't tell. There's another hot day. I think it's 85, 86, somewhere around there. And it's humid. Very humid. And it's kind of sticky. Okay, that's that one. Kind of trying to find my own niche here on this YouTube thing. I do a lot of different things. I'm always working on something, either it be the house or the yard or one of my cars or the truck or motorcycle or something, or whatever. I mean, I'm always making something. Somebody's always asking for something or needs some help on something. I like doing it, don't get me wrong, but I was kind of hoping that I can use this as a means to maybe help other people that aren't local on just little, I mean, just little simple things like this. This little simple thing is going to save a lot of time and headache, I think. Anyway, well, they're very, very similar. I have a lot of tools in my garage. It's not a very, I'm not going to say organized garage. It's a very small garage. It's 20 by 24, but I have a lot of stuff in here. I do woodworking. I have a MIG welder sitting here. You know, I got small miscellaneous tools. I'm hoping to eventually tear this thing down and build a nice garage. Go much deeper back in that direction there. I put that back door on to kind of get some ventilation going through. I could probably open that now. I'll open that now, give us some ventilation in here. So, puts a little more light in here. I get some air going through here. So like I said, I work on so many different things. I try to keep as much of the stuff organized as I can, but when you're working on, you know, between automotive, woodworking, you know, random different stuff, it's kind of hard, especially when this thing's too small and you're kind of just pushing along until you can build something better. And you know how that goes when your house always is first, then your garage is always second. So that's where I am. All right, I'm going to move this over there. I got my bottle of slip solution sitting here. It's there's a little bit of baby shampoo and some water. So I mixed it up quite a while ago when I was doing some other stuff. I'll put that up here. I put these up here. I'll do a little wipe down real quick. Oh, gotta have this. You want a clean piece of rubber? Yeah, right there. Okay. I don't think I need anything else over there. Alright, I'm gonna grab this one, grab the IPA, give it a little squirt down. Do a straight wipe. So, find the right one. Obviously it's this way, so I believe. I think I just cut it for the other side. I would say yes, I did. This that I just made, I cut for the other side. No big deal. We'll just move over there. Oh, can I reach it? Yep. The IPA, I gotta walk over and grab that. So I'm gonna saturate it. Wipe it. Wipe it. Fold. Polish off. Take the IPA. Just gonna saturate with some IPA. Wipe it down. You can smell alcohol when you spray this. You've got the right solution, because that's a mix. It's not 100% IPA. I think it's, I don't remember what I did. I think I did 80% isopropylene alcohol and then 20% water. I don't remember. I got it when I was watching another YouTube channel on how to do paint protection film, and I kind of mixed it the same way. So this one looks pretty good. I don't see any, might be a little bit of dust in there, but I'll get that out. That's probably the biggest thing, is to making sure you don't get any dust in it, because you will see it. Okay, looks pretty good. Find the right one. That's the rear. There's the front. Yep. Chip right there or something. No, I guess it came off. Looked like a chip. Okay, I'm gonna spray the slip solution. The more the better. Now you need to put some on your fingers. Keep your fingers wet, otherwise it will smudge on your fingers. Peel it back. Get it started. Spray a little bit on there. Key, keep it wet. Keep it wet. Keep it wet. Okay. Keep it on there. Get where you want it. I left it a little bit long, so I can wrap the back edge of it. If it sticks like it just did, you just peel it back. You haven't put any pressure on it. As long as you don't put any pressure on it, it's not going to apply. You can leave it off. And all we're trying to do is, this is more of a finger or hand protection for people who are you know, touching it. So it will forgive and stretch a little bit. Put a little more on there. Will actually stretch a lot, so don't be afraid to wiggle it around, pull it where you want it. I'll chase these bubbles out right here. So don't want to push too hard. It will bubble on you. I'm gonna chase these bubbles out a little bit. I'm barely even pushing. I'm just kind of trying to chase the bubbles out. I don't want to get it to bond fully yet. I just want to make sure I get it all the way on there. So it looks like it's on there pretty good now. There's a few small ones in here. Work your way across it. You don't have to extremely worry about every single little bubble, because a lot of them, they I guess, what is it called, gassing off? They evaporate underneath and they'll actually come out eventually. I don't know what's going on in this area here. I'm not too happy with it. So I'm going to pull it back. If there's any left over on the bottom here, I'll probably just trim it off later. I'll let it dry up and trim it. Alright, well, going on there. So let's see if we can get the edge to go flat. Kind of let it roll. If it peels on you like that, take a little bit of IPA. This will help it, the edge, adhere better and quicker. Well, I wouldn't say better, I'd say quicker. Makes it bond quicker, so you can kind of hold it and tack it. I'm hoping you can see all this. Oh, I put a little bit right there. That later. Okay, let's get this other side cleaned off. Okay, let's finish. Apply the slip solution. On your fingers. Always make sure it's the slip solution. You spray IPA on there, you're done. Pushed a little bit too far to the back. I want to move it forward. I want it on this edge here. I got it backwards the first time. Yeah, that's better. It's a lot better. See, I pushed too hard. Nice and easy. Easy, easy, easy. Just want to get the bubbles out. Nice and easy. That's a little bit of a stretch spot there. I'll put a little bit of IPA in there and help. Fuck. Well, we'll see how that goes, because a lot of this should dry out and come out of there, so we'll see. We will see. It takes probably 3 or 4 days for it to all come out, so we'll see. I might put a little bit of a heat gun to it, but this new stuff is actually pretty smooth, and like I said, I am not an expert. So that's one side. So we have our waterless wash. Do a quick wipe down.
Didn't she break that thing on her front porch doing that?
Our waffle towel.
Yeah.
Some IPA.
I think we could move the dirt out of the weed. Yeah. Well, whatever you did, it's happy.
There. Front. Spray down substitution. Spray my fingers. I'm going to apply a little more. Get nice and wet. Just so I can slide it around and line it up easier. I want it just on the inside of this radius. Gently squeeze out the big bubbles. Okay, IP on the edges. Okay, a little trimming with a razor blade. Yeah, all of this. You see all that? That'll all evaporate. It takes probably a week or so in the sun, maybe. I could probably put a heat gun to it, but I'll just let the sun do it. It'll come out. Now we just wait for it to set up. That should be it. Looks like shit now, but it turned out pretty good. A little bit of tack down spots and she's good. So it's been about 4.5 hours since I applied the PPF film on this area here. And I don't know if you can see that in there. I go around, there's a bunch of little bubbles and stuff. This will all go away in a matter of days. So that's to be expected. Some little bit of weird imperfections. It was a lot worse even when I finished. But obviously now they look like air pockets. But that does go away. So you keep an eye on it. You know, little areas might pop up a little bit here and there. Usually what you do is you install it, wait about 24 hours, then go the next day and then kind of go through and maybe push on a few of the bubbles and things like that, just to get it to tack up. Might have to trim a little bit here and there, but that's pretty much to be expected. I mean, obviously, if it doesn't go away, I'll give it a few days. Maybe I'll wait a week or whatever. If it doesn't go away, it's such a small piece, you just rip them off and I'll do it again. Wasn't that expensive? 30 bucks for the material. Now, if I were to go somewhere and pay someone to install that, I'm presuming they're probably going to charge you about 150 a side or something, maybe. Or maybe a total of 150 bucks for both. I really don't know. Every time I've called someplace and talked to them about doing custom film on anything, they always tell me, well, we only go to templates. Well, you don't have templates for stuff like this. You know, I've looked for them. No one sells anything. So basically, just cut it and do it yourself. So that's what I did. So I'll keep doing a little progress thing, a little shot, and kind of see how it's drying up here and there, and just keep an eye on it. So this is about I don't know what time it is. 10 o'clock in the morning the following day. So pushing close to 24 hours since I applied the paint protection film on here. So you can see there's still bubbles and stuff, but it's only been 24 hours. It's slowly getting better. So we'll give it another day or so and we'll see what happens. But I'll mess with it later this afternoon. So seems like it's doing okay. A little bit of bubbles here and there, but I think it'll come out. Look at the other side. So yeah, the same thing a little bit. A little bit of bubbles here and there. So we'll see. That one looks a little bit. This one looks like it's going pretty good. So, like I said, if I don't like it, I can just pull it off. So the PPF film's been on there for I think 3 days now. 3 days. The bubbles seem to subside and they're completely gone. But there's a weird thing going on. I don't know quite what it is. I'm gonna see if I can capture it on here. It looks like it has like some sort of residual water underneath it or something. I don't know if it'll go away or maybe it's from the film. I'm not sure. But I'm gonna see if I can move the camera over there to get it. Can you see it in here? It's kind of a weird looking snail thing going on. Like over here, over there. There's a little bit in here. Now this other side over here. This one's by far the worst. Can you see that? You see that right in here? It's weird. When you look at it straight on, I mean, oh, you could still see it there. That wasn't there the other day. Now it's there. So I don't know what the heck's going on with that. I don't know if it's shrinking and there's still stuff underneath or what. I don't know. Never seen it do that before. Well, I may end up pulling it off and buying a different film because that's not too pretty. So we'll see. Okay, we are a week in and it's turned out pretty good. I think it's all set. Yeah, it's raining right now, but yeah, no bubbles, no nothing. Just takes a while to settle. So we'll see how long this one lasts. Thanks for watching.